Right, so I'm just about to finish and gauze these rails quickly, and then I'm going to start glassing. So you won't see it from over there, but then I'm going to bring it out and laminate the bottom straight away. So here we go. As I said, I don't have to clean any of this up because it's getting pigment glass job. Now the rail is fucking perfect. I'm stoked. Now, beautiful. Oh damn, my mask just, that's alright, I won't need it. Sorry, I'll swap over to my other camera. My battery just went flat. Bear with me for 1 sec. I'll put my other one on. See, this one. The shape of the camera. There we go. And that's the camera. So it looks pretty funny, but that's, you don't even know you're wearing it. Righto. So I'm just gonna finish off this bit. That there. Go. That looks good. Now I'll just do the quick gauze on the rail. Now it doesn't need a lot because it's just not needed. Pretty well. That's all I'll need, 1 pass I reckon. Maybe 2, but that's it. So this one. That. I'll just give it a quick light go over, but it doesn't need much. As I said, this is going to be covered in pigment, so it doesn't have to be super clean. Check that, I'm happy with that. Now just fine tune the nose a fraction. There we go. I'm happy with that. Now just gauze the bottom quickly. And that's it. As I say, it doesn't need much. That'll do. It's quite... I could spend another 20 minutes cleaning that up, but I don't have to, so very happy about that. Tiny little bits up. Beautiful. It's funny, this tiny little bits here and there make all the difference on how good it looks. There. Oh. That's it. Done. Here we go. Captain Blackstoke's pig for the luau. Now I'm just going to open this door up. Resin down here. Give it a quick stir. What I'll have to do is give this a quick stir. Every time, because the colours do separate in it. They like anything, don't hold together. And the easiest way is just give it a stir, like I'm doing now, prior to taking some out. I need 2 litres. 1. 2. Touch over. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put my bit of tape across this for my bucket to sit in. Squeeze that together like that. That goes in there. That goes in there. And that holds my bucket. Put the lid on, because we want it to be pretty. We don't want a lot of air getting into this. Okay, I want it to stay good. Now, glass. Put the glass on. apparent once I start glassing. See the bug? There's a bug in the cloth. Happens. Doesn't matter, it'll be under a fair bit of cloth. Anyone that knows anything about where Mike surfs, he surfs around a lot of rocks. Now, this glass, it's got the heavier foam, so it's not going to fall apart, and that makes a lot of a difference, having the orange foam. And it's orange by its weight, not by obviously its colour. They just call it orange foam to define its weight. Now, it weighs a fucking ton. Now this basically has like a piece of 4x2 going through the centre of it. It's a beche, very heavy. It's a white wood, but it's a very heavy string. It's not like the balsa one that I do on some of the pigs. But this one is to get a bit of weight into the board, because Mike has a balsa and he wants that woody, heavy feel in the board. Okay, now we do that by adding it's got a 60mm stringer, so about 2 and a bit inches, 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 inch stringer, and it's made out of white wood, so it's very strong, and it's heavy. Can't get around that, but that's part of the whole feel of what the board's going to be. It's going to have this very solid, sorry, I'll just turn this fan. It's going to have this very solid, there's no way he'll snap this board. The only way he's going to snap it is by driving over it with a pickup truck, and then it'd want to be a big fucking pickup truck. So you won't find anyone wanting to do a log like the balsa pigs that I do. No one really wants to do them because they're so heavy, and unfortunately, a lot of people. There's this modern logging, which is just like a HP board with no edge on the tail. Okay, that's a bit different. That you're not going to surf like the guys in Endless Summer riding those boards. Okay, that's totally not what this 50s pig's about. This 50s pig is about getting the same feel as you would riding a board like they're riding in Endless Summer. And that's where we're coming from with this particular model. Now, just going to shut this door so we control the temperature a bit. And I don't want the sun blaring through there. There we go. Right, so next. Oh, how exciting. I'm going to glass the deck later to the Savo. So the deck's going to be there we go. Mike's looks like he's able to go live. Hey, how you going? Yeah, I'm just going to start glassing, so how's that for good timing? Hang on, I just got to think for 1 second. Red hardener, here we go. There we go. Yeah, so stoked. It's going to be interesting. How do you like the GoPro on the head, eh?
Looking like a professional.
Mate, do you remember Star Trek, like in, what is it, Voyager? The Borg. The Borg. A sim... I've got some new t-shirts. I've got 10 new t-shirts coming, so I'm going all different colours this time. I'm getting really sick of looking at me on the picture and seeing the same colour shirt. So I'm getting 10 different colours, you know, so people know I'm not wearing the same shirt all day. Right, hey, here we go. It's going on. Sorry, I just got to concentrate for 1 sec. Hey, how good's this? I'm down here in Mayfield, West Australia, and you're in Texas, aren't you? Yeah. And you can watch your board getting glassed. Yeah. Oh, it's bloody awesome. Oh, wow. Hey, buddy, come here, look at this. Hey Violet, how you going? Hey Mike, the colour is just looking amazing, mate. And you did your washing with our washing machine. Here we go. So I'm just making sure I'm getting this down quick. There we go. Okay, mate. You just hang up your side, and all good. And I'll just keep glassing. But yeah, it's looking good. No worries, Mike. See you, mate. Bye. So that was Mike just saying g'day. We spoke on the phone a little bit earlier when we were mixing the colour up, and he's in Texas at the moment with visiting his parents, with his kids, and he was able to tune in and see the bottom go on this. Now this colour looks very just like light grey, but it's actually not. It's got green in it, but the camera might make it look like light grey, but it's actually called white sage. Okay, so oh wow. So I'm concentrating here. I do it sometimes. I do it sometimes. So he'll be riding this at the luau. It's going to be pretty darn good. And the luau's on the 6th of August. Sorry, I'm concentrating there. Yeah, so this board's going to be laminated in this colour. I'm going to make the fin, and it's going to be the fin in this colour. I'm going to glass the fin on with this colour, as well as that I'll be finish coating it in this colour. So it's going to be what we call a pigment board all the way through. Okay, so if you've got a ding in it and you sanded it, the colour would be the same all the way through. They used to do it a lot in the olden days, only because they were covering up shit blanks with holes and things like that. So, because materials were pretty bad especially in Australia at the start, when polyurethane foam was very unstable, and they were doing all sorts of weird things. So I just got to trim this bit of cloth back. It just wasn't trimmed up enough. Little snip there. There we go. Whoop. Drop my squeegee, I'll get a new one. I'll pick that up in a second. Just drop that on the ground, doesn't matter. Tell you what, I'm really happy with how this is looking. I'll open the door up in a second. Now that I've got the lap down. There we go. This colour is looking amazing. So I'll just change my gloves. Bear with me. And I'll pick this squeegee that I dropped on the ground up. There we go. That's that. Now I'll just open this door up, get a bit of fresh air in, and then I'm going to get a rag and clean all the bloody resin that I just dropped on my shoe in this pigment colour. Bear with me. Just don't feel like my shoe being this colour just yet. I don't mind it going a little bit coloured, but not bright green straight away. Not that it's bright green, but greenish. That's it. Now, let's see where the resin's at. This is looking pretty darn good. Just make sure everything's down flat. Because you're doing pigment, you want to make sure you don't have any air bubbles anywhere, any air cavities underneath it. So I'm just going over with my squeegee. No, everything's sitting flat, which I knew it was because I rolled it, but still, you just check it, especially down the stringer, which I'm doing now. There we go. And because it's solid, can't see the stringer no more. Bye-bye stringer. Now I'll just do this lap one more time. Wow. So I'm just making sure there's no excess resin in this, because there's no strength in resin. It's all in wet cloth. So the less resin you have on it, less chance you have of getting cracks and so forth from being too resin rich. There we go. colour's looking amazing. Really happy with the colour. And it's white sage. If you Google white sage, and you'll have a plant come up and you'll see the colour it is. Because a lot of people will go, oh. And that's a plant that grows near where Mike surfs, and he's always liked that colour. So when he obviously goes to sliders and then puts this in the bushes where the white sage is, that's going to make a pretty nice shot. I'm sure that's something Mike will do. And then we'll see the beautiful 50s pig sitting amongst the white sage. Right, so that's part's done. Now I'm going to straighten all the lap up, the strands. As I said, this is going to be laminated, filler coated, fin glassed on, the whole lot in this colour. Okay, there's not going to be any other colour resin. So it's going to be well and truly solid. A little bit of the green. Come away there. There we go. Now I'll just straighten up these strands, because as I say, this is not taped up. There's no need to tape a lap up, because you're not going to see it. And it's a case of, if you don't have to do it, you don't do it. There's no need to. So it's just free lapped. Same when I do the deck, I'll just free lap the bottom, because when I sand it, the board, like the filler coat and sand it, you won't even see where the lap is, because it'll all be one colour. Because I'm doing this, it'll all be nice and neat and easy to sand, like I'm doing a normal lap on a shortboard. Yeah, so you won't see any of this. This will be the deck on the Savo. And then in the morning, between doing the deck, I'll make a fin quickly and then lay up a little slab, and then in the morning I'll cut out the fin, boil it, glass it on, and then filler coat the board, and then I will be sanding it tomorrow arvo. And then I'll finish coat it Tuesday morning. And it's not getting cut back, the bead's not getting cut back, and that'll be it, it'll be finished. But because the colour's all done in the one mix, it's just going to look amazing. It's going to look so solid with the colour. And as you can see, that's gelled now, so that's perfect. Oh, nearly there. Hello, how you going? Thanks, mate. It's can't wait to get this one finished. Righto, so that's all done. Make sure all these little strandy bits are off. Yep. Now, I'll just make sure the corners have got plenty of resin on them. go. Check the nose, and then I'm done. Clean my hands. Happy with that. So I'll get rid of this excess here. Let that run into here. Yeah, clean my hands. Then I'll put a pair of gloves on. There we go. Well, drop me gloves. Oh. Hey, how's going? If you ever want to look at the other view, I've got the GoPro view on my YouTube. So eventually I'll phase out Instagram. Just YouTube just seems to be a bit more or less of a hassle of a platform to work with. Sorry, clean my scissors, clean my roller. There we go. Always clean your roller. And squeegees. Sorry. Yeah, so I'll be laminating the deck about 4 o'clock this arvo, but I'll be making a fin about 1:30. Making a fin up. Right, so I'll just have a quick check to make sure it all looks good. Yep. No, I'm happy with that. There we go. Okay. I'll just clean that and then I'll go and have some lunch, which I'm sure everyone, well, depending where you are in the world, of course, but in Australia on the East Coast, it's lunchtime. It's 12:04. So we might go and get some fish and chips or something like that for lunch, being a Sunday. Oh, sorry, a Saturday. Yeah, what day is it? Sunday, yeah. Just make sure my shoes are clean. So I spilled a bit of resin on there. There we go. That'll do, donkey. To my hands and then I can go. Done. Righto, so I'll give a quick walk around. As I say, this is laminated. It looks very grey in this photo, but it's got green in it too, okay? No cut lap. It's just free lap because it's all going to be solid. I'm going to free lap the deck, filicate it all in the colour. So there'll be no clear resin on this. It's all going to be the one colour. The fin's going to be made in that colour, and I'm going to be finish coating it in the colour. So I've got this. See? It's all the one colour. Anyway, I'm going to have lunch, so I'm going to turn this one off. And then I'm going to turn this one